What would drive a young man to obliterate the very family that raised him? In the quiet town of Muskegon, Michigan, a sunny Thanksgiving weekend in 1998 turned into a nightmare no one could have imagined. Tonight, we unravel the chilling case of Seth Privacky, a crime that shook an entire community and left investigators searching for answers. Muskegon was the epitome of small-town America, safe, quiet, and unremarkable. The Privacky family was no different. Parents Stephen and Linda Privacky were hardworking and kind. Stephen, a mail carrier, and Linda, a teacher, had built a life centered on family values. Seth, their 18-year-old son, lived at home, still finding his way after high school. But beneath the surface, tension brewed. Seth felt alienated. He was at odds with his parents over his future, their rules, and the suffocating expectations that came with being a Privacky. Little did anyone know, those simmering frustrations would soon explode in the most horrifying way. It was November 29th, 1998, the Sunday after Thanksgiving, a day meant for family, leftovers, and football. But for the Privackys, it became a scene of unspeakable horror. Seth, armed with a .22 caliber revolver, waited until his father, Stephen, sat down in the living room. Without warning, he shot him in the back of the head. Linda, his mother, rushed in at the sound of the gunshot. She was the next to fall. Seth's resolve only hardened as he moved to eliminate any witnesses. Frank Privacky, Seth's 78-year-old grandfather, was visiting that day. As he stepped into the house, Seth shot him too, without hesitation. Seth's older brother, Jed, and his girlfriend, April Boss, walked into the house, completely unsuspecting. They were met with the same fate. 5 lives were snuffed out in cold blood in a matter of minutes. In the aftermath, Seth faced a grim realization. He couldn't let anyone know what he had done. He called his friend Stephen Wallace for help, spinning a web of lies to justify the carnage. Stephen reluctantly helped Seth move the bodies into a small room. Together they attempted to clean up, but the scale of the crime was overwhelming. As the hours passed, Seth's panic grew. The walls seemed to close in as he realized the truth. There was no undoing what had been done. The next day, concerned family members contacted the police when they couldn't reach the Privackys. Officers arrived at the home and uncovered the grisly scene. 5 bodies, 5 lives, stolen in a moment of madness. Seth didn't last long under questioning. He confessed to the murders, his demeanor cold and detached. The motive, resentment, years of feeling unappreciated and overlooked, boiled over into a horrifying act of violence. In court, Seth showed little remorse. He claimed he snapped after a lifetime of tension with his parents. Prosecutors painted him as a cold-blooded killer, and the jury agreed. Seth was convicted and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. As for Stephen Wallace, his role in assisting Seth didn't go unnoticed. He was sentenced to a year in jail for helping cover up the crime. Though his involvement paled in comparison, his life was forever marked by that fateful day. The Privacky murders left Muskegon in shock. How could a son, a brother, a grandson turn on his own family? Was this a case of a troubled young man pushed to his breaking point? Or was Seth always destined for violence? In the end, 5 lives were lost, and countless others were shattered. The Privacky name became a haunting reminder of the darkness that can lurk within even the most ordinary families. What do you think drove Seth Privacky to commit such an unthinkable act? Was it deep-seated resentment or something more sinister? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more true crime stories that uncover the darkest corners of humanity. Until next time, stay safe and stay vigilant.